the Tkachuk brothers. They had their father on. Walt was on there, and he was letting people hear what he thought about all of that down the stretch for certain teams. Go ahead.
Holy Christ, this whole team. My pinky hurts. I'm out for 6 days.
I knew that was coming. I knew right when he said that, I'm like, don't say it.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't you say it.
I just had a bad sleep, so I can't play today. Oh, my God. Disgusting.
All right, well, we're going to move on here.
Can't play back-to-back.
So
Risk management.
That is crazy. I mean, back-to-back, that used to not be whatever. But
Grant Fuhrer played 70 games in 1 year.
I think 76, yeah.
76.
There's a lot of attention for you not starting the Tampa game. Can you just take us through that decision?
No, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We have more time tomorrow.
There's a lot of talk about the podcast, the last one you did with your dad, and some comments made about how players handle injuries and goalies playing back-to-back. Were you able to clarify what your dad meant?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clear he was talking about Florida. I don't know how that got turned and misconstrued, but no, it happens. But, I mean, I know all that other stuff, and just people taking it and twisting it, just nothing I can do about it.
Now, I do want to back up and just lend some context to this. Walt's talking about maybe the lack of toughness, guys playing back-to-backs. But Linus Ullmark, who you saw there, did not play last Saturday's game, and his coach, Travis Green, saying he was unavailable, needed rest. And people were wondering about that, if that's what Walt was talking about. Now, I will say this. At the beginning of that, he's looking right at Matthew, and he's talking about your team. Everyone's injured, and that's kind of the way it is with Florida right now. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're out. They've shut guys down. They've lost more man games than any other team. But I think once it turned to Grant Fuhrer, people were wondering, is that a reference to Linus Ullmark? And that stirs things up, and people start questioning things in the locker room. And now we're in this spot where the Ottawa Senators, in a playoff race, trying to hang on, there's drama in the locker room.
I was going to jump in. I see Tony smirking over there, so I'm going to pass the puck over to you here quickly.
Really? Yeah. Oh, that was nice of you.
I saw you smirking over there.
Well, here's a couple things. One, Keith's going to speak what's on his mind. There's going to be no filter. We know that. I think at this point, when you look at putting Matthew and Brady in that position at this time, by saying those things, it is going to come back to the locker room. It is going to put a lot of responsibility on those two guys of like, hey, what was your dad saying that for? And so, 30 years ago when we were playing, Keith and I, there was no podcast. There was no opportunity because we didn't expand beyond the locker room. What happened in our little thing stayed there. And then because of the way the game has gone, because of the way society has gone, and people want to know more things, and our game has grown so much, these stories become bigger when they do get out. But in Keith's defense, back then when we played, when you got hurt, you got hurt. You didn't have a chance to say, I don't feel like playing today, or this doesn't feel right. You played no matter what. And so I think that's a little frustrating for older players to see maybe guys not being as tough as they used to be. But again, the game's better, the players are better, and that's just part of the way it is.
I think it'd have to be frustrating for current players, too. If you get your number one goalie and he says he needs a day to rest, I mean, granted, he's taken some personal time off before, which is totally fine. He didn't play in the Olympics. If I'm in that locker room and I want my number one guy making all that cash, paid as my number one guy, I want him to be ready. And to the point that Keith was making, he made those points. Brady and Matthew didn't. Yes, they were up there. They were sitting there having those conversations. But those words never came out of Brady and Matthew's mouth. I think, Tuco, this is driving Brady out of Ottawa. Every single time something happens, the press are all over him. The press are all over him. He's got to answer for what his dad said. Go talk to my dad if you got a problem with what he said.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to add. You guys made great points. Maybe left the podcast for a little bit. But, Ottawa seems to be in a storm throughout the year. There's something going on all the time. But, yeah, I mean.
You played 70 games in a season, right? 9 back-to-back, 4 back-to-back in the final month. If you were not playing one of those games, what would be the reason?
You're sick or you're hurt? I don't think any goalie goes there and says, hey, I'm tired, I can't play. That's, I don't know if that was the case.
We don't, yeah, exactly.
I doubt it. You're sick or you're hurt. I always thought if I'm not feeling 30, 40%, there's no point of putting me out there because we have a backup who can play better than me. You're tired, you can battle through it. Sure.
But it looked like something was going on. I think he sat out versus Tampa Bay.
Yes.
The next night, the team was awful. So there's definitely something happening in that room for sure that has to be cleaned up, but without a doubt, Liam. You don't have that kind of performance afterwards without something lingering within that locker room.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're in that final playoff spot. We'll see if they can hang on to it. Listen,